Hi, are you ready to take your marketing to the next level? I'm ready to help. I'm here to introduce Create a Buzz, how to create a synergy marketing campaign. You know about synergy? Synergy is the concept that you can create an outcome that is greater than the sum of its individual parts. Basically, it's how 1 + 1 can equal 3. One of the best examples are draft horses. Now, they've done some studies with draft horses. Like one Percheron can pull about 6,000 pounds. You put two Percherons together and they can do like 18,000 pounds. They can actually do more than either horse individually. When you put a whole team of horses together, they can pull exponentially more than any individual horse. So, the idea about a synergy campaign is that you strategically flood the marketplace with well-crafted, a multi-layered marketing campaign so that your target audience can't help but notice, and then you'll see exponential growth. Now, before I get too far into this, I just want to warn you that a synergy campaign is not for everyone, right? You've got to have a solid foundation. This is not newbies. This is definitely for advanced marketers. So anytime you do a concentrated marketing effort, you need to have a solid foundation in place. And I'm going to go over the pieces of the foundation in just a second. But before you do, let me tell you a little bit about me. Now, I have a degree in public relations and journalism, and then I went into marketing. And I was at various marketing companies, and then I landed my dream job in the marketing department of one of the major publishing company. And that publishing company, we tested everything. We marketed, and we were known as one of the best marketing companies in the world. And I did that for several years. I rose through the ranks. I was the director of new business development, where I got to create strategic partners with companies all over the world. But I had that burning to be my own boss. And so I took a sharp left turn and went to law school. Yes, I did. And I started my own law firm, and I was doing my own marketing as far as my law practice, and then I was helping other attorneys do their marketing, but I still just had that itch. I really loved marketing. And so I closed the law firm and started being a business consultant and marketing consultant. And over the years, I really discovered that when you actually put together a strategic, synergistic campaign, you can really see phenomenal results. Now, so I want to kind of show you what that is. But before I get into it, I got to show you, you've got to have a foundation, right? So what is a foundation before you can put together a campaign? One, you've got to have a product or service or an event to be promoted. Synergy campaigns work great for events or for special occasions, but also just your product and service can work. You need to have a piece of internet real estate, like a blog or a website, something that you control. Now, you can do it on WordPress, Weebly, Tumblr, Blogger. You could also do like a YouTube channel. I don't recommend that you do just a Facebook page. There's just too many issues with some of the social media pages. You can do it, but it won't be nearly as effective if you have your own blog or website. Now, you also need the ability to track and monitor and record your traffic. So I use Google Analytics. Depending on, I'm on WordPress. Depending on who is hosting your platform, you may have other options as far as monitoring. You also need to have at least 3 social media accounts. Now, you might have 5, 6, 7, but you need at least 3. A Twitter, a Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Google+. You need to have 3 that you have a pretty good profile and you already have some followers and contacts. And although it's not required, I really suggest that you have an account with a social media planner service like Hootsuite or Buffer. And again, it's not required, but it's really helpful if you have an email autoresponder like an Aweber or MailChimp or GetResponse. Once you have those pieces in place, then you can start looking at building a synergy campaign. So basically, there are 10 steps to creating a synergy campaign. Right? So first step is you've got to choose your offer and the desired outcome. You start at the end and then work your way back. Then you've got to define your audience. Who is it that you're trying to reach with this synergy campaign? Then you got to do your keyword and now hashtag research. You really need to be very targeted, and the more you can use good keywords, the more successful you're going to be. Then you've got to assemble the pieces of your funnel. How are you going to get people from your message to the desired outcome? Then you've got to create your marketing messages, right? And you got to create your marketing content, but then you need to put together in a synergistic grid. Now, that is the secret sauce, the synergy grid, that really just how you plan out a campaign so that the right people are seeing the right message at the right time. Then you got to execute, right? I mean, all this planning is great, but then you've got to actually execute. But that's not the final step. Once you put it in place, then you've got to start monitoring so you can tweak, so you can make the adjustments to really make it work. And then the final step is celebrate your success. So, absolutely, once you put it together right, you'll see some phenomenal growth. So, is a synergy campaign right for you? Maybe. So, let me ask you a question. Would knowing how to put together this type of marketing campaign be valuable to you? Would having someone with experience in these types of promotions walk you through the setup and explain to you how you should be thinking as you set them up, would that be helpful to you? Well, if you answered yes, and you have most of the foundation pieces in place, then I can help you take your marketing to the next level. So, how much would you expect to pay for training on how to create exponential growth in your business? How much would this be worth to you? $500? $750? $1,000? Oh, it's worth that, absolutely. And up till now, I've only shared this training with my high-end consulting clients. But I'm now willing to offer it to everyone. So I'm creating my 7-day Create a Buzz training program on the nuts and bolts of how to set up a synergy campaign for just $97. Yep, that's right. Call me crazy. $97 will get you a 7-day email course that will walk you through how to set up a synergy campaign to really create a buzz. So every day for the next 7 days, you'll receive an email with detailed instructions on what steps to take in what sequence. I'll walk you through how to choose the right offer, how to set up the best sales funnel, I'll give you tips and suggestions on what software to use and what I've used and what my clients have used to really make a difference in their business. I'll walk you through the process of what I do for keyword research and now hashtag research so that your synergy campaign has the best chance possible of getting in front of the right audience. Then we'll dive into crafting your marketing message. We'll talk about headlines and what words appeal to what emotions and what words appeal to the intellect and why you need to vary your messaging. I'll reveal some of the copywriting tools that I use to check my headlines to make them as strong as I can. And then we'll get into the real key of the synergy campaign, the marketing message and platform grid. I'll show you how to mix your messages and platforms strategically so that you're hitting the right audience at the right time and the right message. The grid is the secret sauce. And then I'm going to give you some hints and suggestions on how to create your marketing pieces, how to create attractive Facebook posts, how to write press releases, articles, how to put the right images in your blog posts, and then everything you need to know to get your message out there. And then finally, I'm going to show you how to look at your reports, what key metrics you need to be looking at, and how you can tweak things on the fly to make an even bigger impact. So, all of this for just $97. And yes, I will give you my email address so you can ask me questions as you put together your campaigns. I want all my students to be successful, and I'll help you however I can. Oh, and don't let me forget about your bonuses. I've got some. First, you're going to get my Synergy Campaign Grid, which is the 14-day calendar that helps you visually plan the campaign, including notations on the most effective days and times to promote on each of the major social media platforms. You're also going to get my press release template and my list of the best PR websites. Another bonus is you're going to get my list of 20 sites where you can get royalty-free photos and graphics for your blogs and promotions. I mean, that right there is worth it. It's gold. Now, just to be upfront and honest, this type of campaign takes a high level of commitment and effort. Don't even think about signing up if you're not willing to devote the time. This is for serious marketers. I don't want to waste your time or money. But if you're ready to take your marketing to the next level, I'm ready to work with you. So go ahead and fill out the form below, and on the next page you'll be directed to PayPal to make your payment. And after that, your first email will be in your mailbox. And then you can get started right away.